shows. Why pay money to see something that you can see for real out in the street? It looks something like a green sewing machine on legs. As an editor, you only see what is on the screen, not what was going on at the time of shooting. And that's how it's going to look to the audience. I make it a principle not to go on the set, not to see the actors out of costume, not to see anything other than the images that come to me from location. This is the first thing in that I'm standing up, which allows me a considerable amount of freedom of movement, and it also means that I'm sprung. I guess is the only word for it. And frequently when I stand here with my hand on the controls, almost like a gunslinger, and trying to hit the point of the cut with my knees bent. And somehow this is important for me because it allows me to internalize the rhythms, the visual rhythms of what's happening. At this point, we've started with a blank slate. The question is, what are we going to start with? That looks, somebody falls right here, and that's good. Falling is good. In the end, and all of them have to be ultimately be the right shot in the right place for the right length of time. We can have Jeremy come in so that the mismatch is not, enjoys that it's almost like making little pieces of jewelry, that patience of the individual shots and how they're crafted together. But at the same time, you have to have an appreciation for the larger picture and how these shots fit into the larger picture of the scene, and then how the scene fits into the larger picture of the sequence, and how the sequence fits together with the larger picture of the whole work, and then how the work fits together with society. So it's a boxes within boxes within boxes. It was considered to be a woman's job because it was something like knitting. It was something like you allow a certain train of thoughts to happen. When you cut a shot off, you've also cut off the thinking about that shot. Now, there's something about film because of its sensory completeness, the fact that it is sound and image in this powerful fusion, that gets at something very deep within us. One of the things you have to develop as an editor is a very strong intuition about where is their attention. And under most ordinary circumstances, you're carrying that attention around without doing violence to it. It's like a cup that you're full of liquid that you're carrying. I don't want to spill anything. And as a result, people feel the invisibility of what you're doing.
I often forget that what he actually does is assemble the film in a technical way, because most of our discussion is about...
But a lot of what a director does is what the immune system of the organism does, which is to say, yes, that's good, I will allow this to come into the body. Or, no, that's a different blood type, I don't want that to come in. There were some collisions of images that occurred to Francis as he was shooting the film that were at variance with how he had planned to begin the film originally. Saw that shot in dailies, which was, I think, simply done. The film right there is jungle, flames, helicopter. Improvisation with you trapped in your room and what is going to happen. Stepping away from the editing machine when I put that sound with that image, because it seemed to me that that fan was not only powerful in and of itself, but powerful in the way that it sets the stage for the journey that this particular film is going to.